Okay, look, it's going a little rough today, and I don't want to hear it, okay? I don't want to hear it. Today, I'm gonna like drop some lore about like some customer service stories that I've kind of been harboring that kind of happened to me like a month ago, but it happened to me like all in the same week, okay? So one day, I'm just sitting around up at the front. I'm a cashier, just living my best life. And I look over and I see three people. I see two girls and a dude, okay? I see two girls and a dude. Don't really think about it. I kind of start looking at them and I'm like, something's not right. One girl, one of these girls was like trashed. Like falling everywhere, like throwing herself everywhere. Like I was like, what is the lore here, babes? Like what are we doing? Eventually, like her friend and her eventually we found out it was her boyfriend because she was like, babe. So it was her friend and her boyfriend, and she was like really, really drunk. And she like sat down and like laid down somewhere. And y'all, so we look over, me and all of my bosses, and we see this girl laid out, just laying around. Okay, so imagine just looking over with all of your bosses and you see this girl laying down, okay? So her friend's like, we need to go, like, you're gonna get arrested, like, come on. Okay, okay. And like, we very clearly heard this girl who was drunk call this man her boyfriend, okay? So her boyfriend and her friend wheel her out and then go back to shopping. And I can't explain to y'all enough. The friend got wheeled out and put in the vehicle, okay? And they were shopping. And one of the girls checked him out and came up to me and were like, Rylan, like, I have some tea to tell you. Like, this is crazy. Like, you have to hear it. And I was like, what? What? And he was like, that friend was getting at that girl's boyfriend. And they were like planning to do stuff once they went back. That girl was apparently passed out in the truck. So not only did that girl get drunk and get passed out, but her friend is messing with her boyfriend. Okay? Talk about some lore. Talk about, I would, like, I don't know. I'm not about that life. I'm really not. I'm not here for it. I'm not about it. I don't want to deal with it. No. Like, are you serious? So then, like, the next day, I think it was the next day. So the next day comes around, and I was cashiering once again, okay? Probably like an hour into my shift. The thing is y'all know how I feel about short men right about now. Y'all know how I feel about short men about now. Okay? So I had a man who was probably like 5'2", 5'3". Kid you not. I'm like 5'10". He was like literally like down to here on me, okay? Like full, like matured man, like whole ordeal. Like this was a childlike man. Okay? And he was buying like a bunch of stuff. He was so rude, y'all. Like, I was like, how are you today? And he was like, fine, just like start scanning. And I was like, okay. And then like he was telling me to go faster, like he was telling me to do this and that. And I'm like, I'm one of the fastest cashiers. Like, if you want it faster, you can go to self checkout. Anyway, he was just being like really out of pocket, like he was just really rude, and he needed like so many like pallets of something, and we had to get like a forklift, and it was a whole thing. And he was like so mad because the thing about like a forklift, it takes a minute. Like they have to go through a store full of people, not to mention there's just a lot going on, and there's a lot happening, and they're trying to load you and trying to get things done while they have all these customers and all these aisles to look after. It's a hard thing to get done quick. Okay. And this man, literally, like, just so rude, is just yelling at the lumber people. And I look at one of my lumber associates, and I'm just like, why is he being so rude? And I was like, why is he being so rude for a short guy? And at that moment, he looks over, okay? He looks over at me and goes, "What'd you say?" And I was like, "Huh?" And I was about to, like, I was gonna go to bat. I was just like I was probably, I don't even know what I was gonna do, honestly. And the moment, I think I was just gonna be like, oh, like, we were just, like, something else. But the guy I was talking to is like 6'2", and he's like a really big guy, and he's like literally has muscles. So I'm thinking that, like, the short guy just saw him and was just like, I don't want the smoke. But 110%, yeah, no, he was mad. Like, I think he was about to come confront me. Like, he sounded so mad. He sounded over it. He did not sound happy, let me tell you that. Okay, so in the same day, okay, in the same day as the short man, I have this little girl who comes up to me and she asks, like, for some help on an aisle. Okay, so she comes up to me and she's like, hey, like, we need help on aisle 6 or something like that. And I was like, okay, like, sure. Like, fine, I'll call. Okay. Like, 5 minutes goes by. She comes back up here and I'm like, did y'all get help? And she was like, yes. And I was like, okay, then what do you want? Like, respectfully. Like, this girl was probably like 11 or 12. So this girl decided, she was like, are you part of the LGBTQ? And I was like, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I never want to be mean. So, like, when someone asks me this, I'm like, I mean, like, I'm not like an advocate, but like, but yeah, sure. Like, of course. Um, and she was like, oh, like, what are you? Like, are you, like, she was just like, what are you? And I was like, I'm gay. And then she was like, oh, well, like, I'm bi and I'm polyamorous. And like, and I was like, slay. Like, I literally said that. I was just like, slay. Like, like, honestly, I was like, slay. Like, you know what I mean? To come to terms with something so young, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what she's feeling, that's what she's feeling. Like, we love her, we support her, you know what I mean? If that's, you know what I mean? Like, because I know how she feels, you know what I mean? Like, especially, like, she's from where I'm from, like, I know how she feels. I remember being that age. Oh, so, I just, like, always back them up, you know what I mean? So, because a lot of people will walk up to me and be like, oh, like, yada, yada, yada. And anywho, so I was just like, oh, like, that's amazing, like, don't. And then she was like, yeah, but, like, my mom doesn't support me, like, my family doesn't support me. And I was just like, um, and she kind of gave me the lore. And it really made me really sad. And she was just like, I love my mom, but my mom doesn't love me. And I was just like, oh, girl, like, like, oh, girl is crazy. And I was just like, oh, like, don't let anyone, try to tell you different. Like, always follow your heart. And I was like, it's like, you love your mom with all your heart, and, like, just don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't have to agree with you on it. Like, because she doesn't. Like, respectfully, like, you have to, if you don't want your parent in your life, that's completely up to you. But if you really love your parent, you don't want to lose them, you don't have to agree. And y'all can eat me with it. Y'all can literally eat it. Like, that's how I feel, and you can't change my mind. But anyway, it was just a really sad situation, and she kept walking up to me because, like, she just was very, like, you can tell she was just very interested to see somebody that was similar to her, I guess, in that way. I checked out her mom. Her mom was very rude, by the way. Just total hothead. But yeah. There's a man, too. I gotta give y'all the lore on this. There's the man, okay, that comes to my store. And he comes with another dude, okay? And they come in, like, tight and, like, slutty outfits. Like, I'm talking slutty, like shorts riding up to, like, I'm talking up there. Um, like, I've seen some jock straps sticking out before. Like, they wear, like, these, like, tank tops. Like, like, these men are basically naked in public. It's wild. Okay? And they're always, like, all up on each other, and they're always, like, talking, and it's, like, it's just this lore, okay? And one of them has, like, some tattoos of, like, roses and kind of, like, just, like, that gay masculine, like, look, kind of. And, like, one was kind of giving, like, the feminine, like, like, he had colored contacts, he had nose piercings, like, he had eyebrow piercings, which of course does not mean anything, but still, I I was I was so caught that I had it, okay? Like, these men were like really close to each other, like, it was a bit of lore. Okay? Every single day that I saw them, it was like midday, they were in these fits. Tell me why. One night I see them, I see this man, okay? I see the masculine one with his wife and his children, and the other man was nowhere to be in sight. And I was like, there's no way. I was like, there's no way. There's no way that that could happen to me, okay? Like, I was following their lore because they were just so cute. Okay? And then I turn around, and on the other side of the store, the other side of the store. But yeah, I saw him on the other side of the store with his baby mama and his newborn child. Okay, I was floored. I was floored. Not to mention, the masculine one was wearing boots, Wranglers, and like a plaid shirt, and the other one was kind of following the same thing. So I was like, and the other one didn't have his colored contacts in, so I was like, it was a gay man, the gay man with the wife. I'm telling you, oh, I'm telling you. And not to mention, y'all, I think I haven't dropped this lore yet on here. Leah Kate. Leah Kate. Do y'all remember her, the Twinkle Twinkle Little Bitch? She she sang that song. She was like, twinkle, twinkle, little bitch, such a narcissist. Oh, like, such, it's just not a bop. It's really not great. She admitted it wasn't like what she wanted to really see there. But anywho, so I went on a bit of lore the other day because I feel like that was just like years ago. Like, I feel like it was literally like, actually, like, I really didn't feel like it was that long ago. I really felt like it was like last August. Not even kidding you. I think it was like a year ago, maybe two. She posted about how her label like pushed it and how she didn't want it, and her new music now, I'm not gonna lie, is way different and is, I guess, I think better. I would like to say better. Anyway, I stitched one of her videos a while back and was just like, yo, like, and like when she posted that, like, I stitched the lore, I think it was in February. And she responded, and she was really, really cool, and she was like, you know, and on top of that, like, in the video, like, I said that she was trying to do a marketing scale, like a ploy, or she could just be releasing really okay music and just not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had some theories on her. Like, I was trying to expose like a bit of lore that just wasn't true, and she was so sweet about it and like took the criticism, and I was like, shit, she ate. We love her. We love Leah Kate in here now. But anyway, guys, y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and I love you. Have a good one.